This video is sponsored by POW Manga Mats. POW Manga Mats is a custom anime mat company that makes a unique card product unlike any other. You can have your own custom manga style mat made or browse through their selection on their social media pages, linked in the description box below. Use the promo code GORES10% to save 10% off of your orders. What's going on there, YouTube? It's Gores here, giving you guys a deck profile for the Dark Synchro combo list that I was sharing with you guys last week. The deck has been performing extremely well, y'all, and I really want to show this off to you guys. I was waiting for the cards to actually come in the mail and hopefully play them at the regional on this coming Sunday. Unfortunately, Beast of the Pharaoh is escaping my clutches, but I will get it. I will acquire that card. It will happen. But without further ado, let's just get into the deck profile, y'all. So first off, we have our starters or extenders. We have our 3 connector Dolphin, 3 junk forward, 3 blue mountain butterspy, and the 2 super quantum red layer. You need to have warrior extenders in this deck so that you can resolve your Isolde. But if you resolve it, it goes off. So you really need to resolve it in this deck. And that's why I kind of maxed out on all the warrior extenders that I have. Next up, we have 1 Armageddon Knight and 1 Dark Greffer. The reason we're running the Dark Greffer is so that if we draw the Armageddon Knight in our combo, we can just discard it off of the Dark Greffer and then continue our combo like normal. So if we have to summon Dark Greffer with a sold because we happen to draw our Armageddon Knight, that kind of fixes that problem. We have the 1 Destrudo, the 1 Zephyros, 1 Doppel Warrior, 1 Rescue Ferret, 1 Recover, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 copy of Creation Resonator, 1 Beast of the Pharaoh, and 1 Summoner Monk. These are all just the one-ofs that you need to have just to be able to go into your full combo. Seeing one of them can hurt sometimes, but the only one you really don't want to see is one of your Rescue Ferret targets. So there is a version of the deck where I run less of a hand loop and more of a Saryuja to be able to put the combo pieces back. So 1 copy of Summoner Monk, as I said, and then next up we're going to talk about the hand traps that we chose. They're mostly just for crossout targets, but we have 3 Ash, 2 Nibiru, 1 Droll, 2 Valor. So this is kind of like, in my opinion, the optimal hand trap lineup. You don't want to run too many hand traps in this deck. Yeah, if you draw them, it's nice because it gives you that little extra layer of interruption for your opponent. But our goal is to just hand loop our opponent and have something for crossout designators. So that's kind of the only reason we run them in the first place. Next up, we have our combo protectors in 3 copies of Saravis and 3 copies of Pre-Prep. Saravis just protects us from Imperm and Valor and cards like that. So definitely need it. It really does help. This card has been super cracked for me. Really enjoying it. Just being able to protect your Isolde is the name of the game here. So that's why we're also running the 1 called by and 3 copies of Crossout, because that gives us 10 out of 60, which is a pretty good ratio of drawing a hand trap protector. So if we draw this or an extender like our Blue Mountain Butterspy or our Junk Forward for our connector, because if we resolve connector, we're getting the hand trap out of their hand anyways. Otherwise, we need to be able to protect that Isolde. So just drawing the warrior extender or having the line of protection is all we need to be able to just combo off and ruin our opponent's day. Next up, we have the 3 copies of DDR, 1 copy of Phoenix Blade, 1 Autonomous Action Unit, 1 Overdone Burial, 1 Noble Arms Arfiducer, and 1 Living Fossil. This is just our equip spells that we need to run to be able to summon our Armageddon Knight. We kind of need to max out on the 1-of-1s just because we don't really want to be sending our DDR off of it, just because we need to be able to resolve our Power Tool Dragon and guarantee that we're getting that DDR to resolve. And then for our going second cards, we're running 3 Dark Ruler and 3 Forbidden Droplet in the main. We absolutely have to run these because if we don't, we're going to get caught with our pants down when we lose the dice roll and we have no interaction. Like, we have Nibiru, but other than that, we need the Dark Ruler and we need the Droplet. So that way, when we're going second, we can just use Trishula and the Phantom Fortress to just banish their board and be like, oh, dang, you made a really cool board. I'm going to banish it now. And Dark Ruler and Droplet really helps with that. Most decks, especially Despia, end with a decent amount of hand advantage right now, so sometimes going second, we can just negate their board and then just hand loop them still, and they're like, oh, well, that happened, I guess. Next up, we have the 1 copy of Rhoda and 3 copies of Small World. These are just extra copies of Connector, so... And in total, for Warrior starters, we're basically running 16, so That's pretty crazy. And then we have the one copy of Foolish Burial. Just this is kind of just in here as a 60th card. It lets us send our Destrudo if they happen to like wait for the Armageddon Knight to hit the board. If they try to Ash the Armageddon Knight in that part of our combo, we can just Foolish Burial Destrudo and hopefully still go off. The side deck is more so just like more of what we already have in the main so that we can protect our combo more. So we have the 3 Bell and the 1 Nibiru, and then 3 copies of Salesban. Salesban is basically just kind of like a prohibition for our deck. Really enjoy it because it also just works on cards that are already on the field. So really like it for going second as well. Definitely worth trying this card out in this version of the deck or other kinds of pile decks, y'all. This card's pretty slept on. And then for back row hate, we're running the 3 Cosmic Cyclone, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 copies of Lightning Storm, and the 1 Red Reboot. This deck kind of sort of auto loses to Eldritch if we lose the dice roll, so we definitely need that that going second like push if we happen to beat them game 1 and then game 2 they're going first. We kind of need to hope we draw some kind of back row removal against them, or they're just gonna push us in. Like, it's gonna be a bad day. And for the extra deck, you guys already saw this in the combo because I summoned my entire extra deck. 1 XL, 1 Cloud Castle, 1 Coral, 1 Cupid Pitch, 1 Power Tool Dragon, 1 Psyframe Lord Omega, 1 TG Wonder Magician, 2 Trishula, 1 Dugaris, 2 Enter Blathnir, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Hulk, and 1 Isolde. Yeah, so that's the deck profile, y'all. Definitely try this deck out. Hopefully I can get myself a copy of Beast of the Pharaoh, and I can let you guys know how well this does at the regional. If not, if you're going to the Duluth Regional in Georgia, it'd be really cool to see some of you guys. So definitely put it down in the comments below if you're going to be there. Otherwise, this is Gores, signing off.